Have you ever had someone laugh at your dreams? Maybe they said you're not smart enough, not strong enough, not talented enough. Maybe they rolled their eyes when you shared your goals. Muhammad Ali lived through that. They mocked him, doubted him, and said he would never make it. But instead of breaking under the weight of their words, he transformed their laughter into fire. And on one unforgettable night, the same people who laughed were forced to watch history being made. In the early 1960s, the boxing world was ruled by Sonny Liston. He wasn't just a champion, he was feared. Reporters called him invincible. Opponents were beaten before they even stepped in the ring. And then came Muhammad Ali, a young fighter from Louisville, Kentucky. Ali was different. He wasn't quiet, he wasn't humble, and he wasn't afraid to shout to the world, "I am the greatest." The media hated it. Reporters called him arrogant, cocky, a clown. Fans laughed when he rhymed before fights. They said he was more interested in poetry than boxing. And when Ali announced he would fight Sonny Liston in 1964, the world laughed louder. The odds were stacked against him, 7-1 underdog. Most people thought he wouldn't last 3 rounds. Even boxing legends predicted his career would end that night. Headlines mocked him. Commentators dismissed him. To many, he was just the kid with a big mouth. But Ali didn't see himself as the underdog. While the world doubted, he trained harder, louder, and with unshakable belief. He used words as weapons. Every day he repeated, "I'm the greatest." I said that even before I knew I was. He understood something powerful. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. To his critics, his confidence looked like arrogance. But in reality, it was vision. Ali wasn't just preparing to fight Liston. He was preparing to fight every voice that ever told him, "You can't." And here's the lesson. When you chase your dream, people will laugh. They'll doubt you. But often, they're only projecting their own fears onto you. Ali knew that. And instead of letting their doubt crush him, he let it fuel him. February 25th, 1964, Miami Beach. The night Muhammad Ali stepped into the ring with Sonny Liston, AT that time. The world still knew him by his birth name. But soon, after this fight, he would be known forever as Muhammad Ali. The atmosphere was electric. Almost nobody gave Ali a chance. Ringside, reporters were ready to write the obituary of his career. The bell rang. And what happened shocked everyone. Ali's speed was unmatched. His movement was poetry in motion. In and out, dancing, floating like a butterfly. Liston was slow, frustrated, unable to land punches. By the middle rounds, Ali's fists were lightning, his confidence unshaken. Liston, the monster, looked human, and then history. Liston didn't come out for the 7th round. He quit. The unbeatable champion gave up. The crowd was stunned. Silence, disbelief, shock. And in that silence, a young fighter screamed to the world, "I shook up the world. I shook up the world." In that moment, the man they laughed at became the man who rewrote history. That night was more than a boxing victory. It was proof that self-belief can defeat doubt. Ali's career didn't stop there. He went on to inspire millions with his courage. Both inside and outside the ring, that he faced struggles, critics, bans, and battles that would break most people. But he never surrendered his belief. And here's why his story matters to you. Life is full of doubters. People will laugh at your dreams, not because you can't achieve them, but because they can't imagine themselves achieving anything. Ali's story reminds us. It doesn't matter how loud the laughter is. What matters is how strong your belief is. Think about your own life. How many times have you been told, "You can't"? Maybe people said you're too old, too young, not skilled, not ready. Maybe they laughed at your goals the same way they laughed at Ali. But remember, Ali didn't let their words define him. He defined himself. Success isn't about silencing the doubters right away. It's about proving them wrong with persistence, discipline, and belief. The day you achieve what they thought was impossible, the laughter will turn into silence, and then into applause. They laughed at Muhammad Ali, but he shook up the world. And you can too. Your dream might look impossible right now. People may mock you, ignore you, or doubt you. But if you refuse to quit, if you believe in yourself even when nobody else does, one day you'll look back and say the same words Ali shouted to the world. "I shook up the world." I shook up the world.